Greetings, folks. Today is Thursday, February 28th, 2019. I'm Tom Lane the Weaver, and I'm here to say the Constitution matters. Now, I know that I said I wasn't going to get into this today. However, I did an episode about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, who said something right about corporate PACs and the money that politicians get and what they do afterwards. Now, also, she asked the question, after you get elected, you have all this influence and everything, she asked the question, is there any limitation to the laws that they can write and pass? And the panelist answered, no, there are no limitations. Now, but there are limitations. I refer to you, I believe it's Article 6. I got the pocket Constitution in my hand here. Alright? Okay. Let's see. I believe it's Article 6. It's in the second paragraph. It says, this Constitution and the laws of the United States which shall be made in pursuance thereof. Now, that simply says that the laws must be in pursuance of the Constitution. So there are limitations to the laws that you can pass and write once you're in Congress. If you pass a law that goes against the Constitution, you're violating the Constitution, you're violating the constitutional limitations of what you can do, which happens a lot. And, of course, the experts, this is how meaningless the Constitution is to Congress. They've got a panel of experts that don't believe in the Constitution. If that woman, I can't remember her name, but if that panelist knew anything about the Constitution, she would have said, yes, there are limitations. The Constitution is your limitation. But she didn't say that. So to experts today, the Constitution is meaningless. To members of Congress, the Constitution is meaningless. That's why we, the people, must make Congress understand that the Constitution matters, that they are limited by the Constitution what they can do. I don't care what some stupid expert says. The Constitution matters. The Constitution limits Congress to the laws they can pass. Now, is that making sense? If the Constitution itself says laws must be in pursuance to the Constitution, what does that mean? Does that mean there's a limit to what Congress can do? Well, of course there's a limit to what Congress can do. That is, if the Constitution matters, which I say it does. So, my fellow Americans, let Congress know the Constitution matters. And here's how I would do that. Number one, in every election from this point on, do not elect any Republicans or Democrats. As long as Republicans and Democrats are in power, the Constitution will be a victim of their greed. Somebody gives them money. That's all that matters. Their constitution is the dollar sign. Somebody pays you to pass a law, you're going to pass it, right? It doesn't matter what the Constitution says. So this is what Republicans and Democrats have done. They have turned our government into the best government money can buy. And they violate the Constitution. I mean, look at the Patriot Act. That's a big violation of the Constitution. And what about these laws about light bulbs? Where does the Constitution say that government has the right to tell you what you can or cannot buy? Now, like, I do understand there's a Commerce Clause. But that Commerce Clause is about international and national commerce, not state commerce. So if there is a company in the state of Pennsylvania that makes light bulbs, I should be able to buy those light bulbs. And the federal government can't do squat about it. But that's if the Constitution means anything. So I'm here to tell you the Constitution matters. So, Miss Cortez, you are limited. Whether you realize that limitation or whether that limitation means anything to you or not, you are limited. You are also limited by your oath of office to support and defend the Constitution. If you do that, you know that you're limited. So, my fellow Americans, let Congress know the Constitution matters, and they are limited by it. Thanks for listening.